On the road to what would turn out to be a long, sometimes violent day, ultra-conservative activists determined to launch balloons bearing anti-North Korean leaflets across the border.
We do not consider North Korea a country nor a government. By our constitution, it's an illegal group and a criminal organization. There can't be any talks or peace with such a communist group.
2 weeks ago, a similar attempt led to a cross-border exchange of fire when North Korea tried to shoot down these balloons. It said another launch would be an act of war, requiring a military response. And so, when the bus arrived at the launch site, angry local residents and left-wing activists were waiting. For all the optimism they were expressing on the bus, this is the reality that these activists have been confronted with. A group of protesters saying that they're residents of this area, utterly opposed to these actions. No sign yet as to whether the balloons that they're trying to launch will actually get off the ground. The South Korean government, which is seeking high-level talks with the North next week, requested an end to such launches, but said it had no legal power to stop them. Others took on that job. This, the arrest of a protester who'd apparently cut up the balloons and scattered the leaflets before they could be used.
It's harvest time, but we couldn't work. We're all here. If they send these leaflets, North Korea is threatening to fire back. It's happened before. Tourists aren't coming here after seeing the news. We have a right to a livelihood.
Undaunted, the activists recovered what leaflets they could and decided to get away from their opponents by switching locations. But Plan B hardly seemed a success. The protesters and the conflict followed them. But while this standoff continued, news later came that another group had managed to launch from yet another location. The question now is whether the apparent recent progress in inter-Korean relations can be salvaged. Fawcett, Al Jazeera, Imjingak, South Korea.